What is the greatest investment you'll ever make? In this video, I'll show you what it is.
So what is the greatest investment you're ever going to make? Is it in gold? Is it in silver? Is it in property? Is it in Bitcoin? Or is it in the person that you're going to become? Well, let me ask you the question. What is the greatest thing you own? Now, when you ask people that question, it makes people think. I'd say the greatest thing you own is yourself. But how do you feel about where you are? That's a big question. That's a question that my coach used to ask me a lot. How do you feel about where you are right now? And in this video, I want to help you have a different perspective of where you are and where you're going, and helping you invest in the greatest thing that has ever been put on this earth. And you know what that thing is? It probably won't surprise you. It's you. Now, let me ask you, if you had a pound or a penny or a euro or a dollar, or whatever currency, for every time you procrastinated, you put something off, you ruminated, you went over and over and over something and you never actually did anything, or you made an excuse, or you just got distracted, you were looking at something and then you looked at something else, and then before you know it, you were completely so far away from where you wanted to go in the first place. If you thought about that, is that a great investment in your life? I think most of us know that it isn't. If you got to the end of your life, you probably wouldn't have thought, you know what, I wish I'd spent more time scrolling on my phone, getting distracted. I wish I'd spent more time putting things off. You see, what's happening today with people all around the world is their attention is definitely being sold to the highest bidder. Right now, I'm competing with so many other people that want your attention. But where do I want your attention to go? I want your attention to go on your future self. We've made many YouTube videos about this, but maybe you've never listened to this concept before, and if you have, maybe you need to hear it again. What will be your greatest ever achievement? Is it possible your greatest ever achievement will be who you actually become? Because what most people are doing today is living a future they don't actually want. They're not using one of the most incredible tools that they've been given, which is their imagination, is their creativity, and it's their ability to prospect. In psychology, the term is known as prospection. And all that means is our ability to see multiple different futures. But what is the future that you see for yourself? Most people, the future they see for themselves doesn't go very far. We know who we're going to be tonight, tomorrow. You can see that person, you know that person exists. But beyond that, 6 months, a year, for most people, they think, I have no idea who that person is. What if you started to invest in that future self right now with what you do every single day? Because I would say your future self is better than you, is more courageous than you, has more wisdom than you, has more success than you. And that you is talking to you, but you're not listening. You're listening to what you're saying to yourself. Now, if you could see your future self and talk to your future self, I bet you that you'd see a fundamental difference. The difference is what your future self is saying yes to, that you're saying no to. It's what your future self is saying no to, that you're saying yes to. And it's this: if you can get your head around that everything you do is either costing your future self or is an investment in your future self. So it's pretty obvious that every day, for example, if you moved your body and you exercised, that's what your future self is saying yes to, because your future self knows how important that is. Your future self wants you to be around for a very long period of time. But where you are today, you might not feel like doing what you need to do, so you won't do it. So start to think about it every single day. Look at what you do and just ask the question, is this costing my future self? Or is this investing in my future self? What will be your greatest ever achievement? I would say it's the investments that you make in yourself today to make sure that tomorrow is better than today. Otherwise, what's the point of life? Is not the point of life the point you give it? Is not the meaning of life the meaning you give it? If the meaning of your life was to get better, then you've got to invest in that betterment, even though that's not a word. So take some time and think about it. And what's one simple thing that if you did every single day would be the greatest investment in your future self? Maybe it's something to do with your health or your relationships. Maybe it's telling the people around you that you love them, or hugging them, or whatever it is, just to build and invest. Invest in your wealth and your work to be the difference that is going to make the difference. So let us know in the comments below, what are you going to start doing, which is the greatest investment in your future self? And what are you going to stop doing that you know that if you stop doing it, it's also a major investment into your future self? A great life, it doesn't happen like that. It happens by design. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.